brother, and it's difficult to actually to stop taking these kind of questions, because these questions, I think, are maybe about 40% of the questions we get on Ask Qudra sometimes. And we do reply to these brothers and sisters, and we give them a lot of advice, but they keep coming back. These kind of questions about chatting and having conversations with the opposite sex, meeting up with people, people arguing that there's nothing wrong with this. My Sheikh said at the local mosque this is allowed and so forth. And this brother gives another one of these questions. He says, what's the problem? Why do you always speak about it on Huda TV, on Ask Qudra, that we're not allowed to speak to the opposite sex? We've got nothing in mind, we just want friendship. Friendship is nothing wrong. So he says, please explain yourself. So, Sheikh, explain ourselves.
Well, this is quite difficult to explain yourself during a Q&A program, because this needs a lot of elaboration. Claiming that all what we want is friendship between the opposite sex, this means that you have a problem with your hormones. You have a problem with your hormones, because a boy cannot have a friendship with a girl unless he has a problem with hormones. Therefore, don't be deceived by Satan's whispers. You chat, you enjoy chatting, you have an objective. And this may be long-term, maybe short-term. Why chat with the opposite sex when you have the same sex to chat with? So there is something fishy. Besides, you always make this okay for yourself, but let's presume that someone wants to chat with your sister, and you know that your sister is chatting with another boy. Is that okay with you? If it's okay, then you have a serious problem. And if it's not okay, then definitely it's not okay for you. Chatting usually leads to something. Exchanging photographs, and then maybe phone calls over the net, voice over IP or whatever, and then it expands a little bit more. Maybe if you are in the same region or town, maybe it leads to a meeting. It's a friendly meeting. It's just a date. I'm not going to do anything. So you presume and hope. But this is not the case. If you are one of the 1% that really don't have a problem with this, what about the 99%? And who classifies you that you are one of those who will not fall into sin? This is exactly what Allah Azza wa Jalla had warned us from, and that is not to follow the footsteps of Satan. وَلَا تَتَّبِعُوا خُطُوَاتِ الشَّيْطَانِ. And this is exactly what you are doing, and that is why it is completely forbidden.
جزاك الله خير شيخ.